Okay, so here's a really fun game. It is Wolfenstein, and this review has been a long time coming. I completed this game a while ago, and I have to say it was a hell of a lot of fun. Something first-person shooters have been lacking of recent times is the fun factor. I think developers are so much concentrating on, you know, the big special effects and set pieces and multiplayer that the fun factor's kind of lost in translation somewhere. And I don't know about anyone else, but yeah, I haven't had a lot of fun with first-person shooters of late, and I'm sorry, but Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 just wasn't a lot of fun. Basically, it was pretty naff, and this game though was a hell of a lot of fun. This game is all about the fun gameplay. So what's going on with this game? Okay, so again, you're taking on the role of BJ Blazkowicz as usual, and the Nazis are messing with the occult. They're doing some Frankenstein-ish kind of experiments with their own troops, and there's all kind of monsters and genetically altered soldiers that you're going to have to fight. And of course, messing with the occult, they're trying to harness some occult power to, you know, for world domination. So the usual kind of stuff. So what's this game like compared to Return to Castle Wolfenstein, say, for the last generation? Well, it is fairly different, really, to be honest. If you're expecting the same kind of horror FPS that Return to Castle Wolfenstein was, then you may be a little bit disappointed with this. This game, Wolfenstein, focuses more on an action style rather than a horror FPS style, as the last game did. And again, yeah, some of you might be disappointed with that, but don't be put off by it. This game is just bloody awesome, and going the action route hasn't harmed it at all. They've just focused on the gameplay basically, and it's a hell of a lot of fun, and you won't be disappointed with this game. It's just no frills, blow your way through the levels with all kinds of guns and stuff, and just have a hell of a blast doing so. So yeah, the storyline's not much cop in this, but it doesn't get in the way of the gameplay or the fun you can have with it. The voice acting's pretty comical. It's not that great, but again, it's not going to get in the way of the game. Like I said, this game is all about the gameplay. So there's a few interesting elements within in this game. You'll be running around a place called Midtown primarily, and there's several different parts to Midtown. You know, like South Midtown, West Midtown, and they're quite generally big maps, and they're separated by loading screens. I just want to point out, Wolfenstein has some of the quickest loading times I've ever seen in a game. Full stop. You literally a few seconds, and then you're on the next level. So yeah, so you get these Midtown levels, and they're basically these levels where you'll run around, you'll shoot your way through them, and they're basically where you get your missions from. There's also a lot of collectibles within these levels, so you can collect intel, gold, and artifacts. Now, the gold you're going to need because you can upgrade your weapons, and obviously you need the gold to buy the upgrades. The intel will have schematics within it, and you need those schematics to unlock the upgrades. So you are going to be running about these towns, finding all these hidden items, and they are very well hidden, and there's hundreds and hundreds of secret places within the town. And yeah, you just find yourself searching for these things, and you know what, it's a hell of a lot of fun. It is a hell of a lot of fun, and you really feel a sense of achievement when you've actually found some secret areas within the game. Another really big element to the game is they've added these, I think they're called Veil powers. So you get 4 different Veil powers, and one kind of speeds up time, so you can run about faster and run rings around your enemies. One slows down time to bring time to an almost standstill. One's like it just makes your gun more powerful, and the other one, what does the other one do? The other one must be pretty forgettable because I can't remember what it does. Yeah, but primarily you're just going to use this one veil power, which basically it's the one that speeds up time, which means it allows you to run faster and run rings around your enemies, and that's really the general one that you're going to use most of the time. So there are a few instances where the game forces you to like use the other veil powers, but other than when the game forces you to use them, you're generally not going to use them, so they're pretty pointless. I don't know why they just didn't give you the one veil power, because it's kind of, or it's the one you can use the most really, and I kind of akin it to you know, the X-ray mode or whatever it was in Batman Arkham Asylum. It's a bit like that. When you have it equipped, you can it kind of makes everything go illuminescent, and you can see, you know, all hidden parts of the levels, like hidden ladders and hidden rooms and stuff like that. So yeah, the other veil powers are pretty pointless. I would really recommend this game. I know a lot of people be disappointed that it might not be as good as Return to Castle Wolfenstein, and I don't think that's the case. I don't think it's a case of the game's not as good. I think it's a case that they've gone a different route with it, and the route they've gone with this game is more of an action route rather than the horror FPS route that they did with Return to Castle Wolfenstein. So it's not that this game isn't good, it is as good as the last game, just it's kind of a different kettle of fish kind of thing. So don't be put off by any negative reviews or comments about this game. I really don't understand why this game wasn't as big upon release than it was, and why it kind of didn't score better than it did. I think people have been way too harsh with this game, you know, in terms of scoring it. If I had to score it, I'd give it a 9. I'm sorry, but I would give it a 9. In fact, I do give it a 9. What am I talking about? I give this game a 9 out of 10. Just simply because there's a lot of FPSs that have been and gone that just haven't been fun. And this game focuses primarily on the gameplay, and it's a hell of a lot of fun. It really is. It really does make you realise what you've been missing in your FPS games. Anyway, this is Wolfenstein, and thanks for watching.